Welcome back to another episode of Hub Heroes. As always, I am your, well-meaning, desperate Hub Heroes Wrangler, joined by Devin, George, and Max. Gentlemen, I have to bring something to your attention.
Uh-oh.
Because we are recording this the Friday before Christmas, nobody is in our studio audience today, virtually in the community, which means we are completely unsupervised.
Oh, no.
Oh, snap.
Max, are you excited?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad, actually.
Is that why you wore your fancy hat today, George?
Do you like my hat?
Let me see.
I like my hat.
It's
a nice
gorgeous.
hat.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
had
I
a
have to say?
choice. I had a choice, by the way. It was this hat, or I could have wore this hat, which literally has elf ears on it, or I could have gone full-grown adult beard Santa hat.
Put that on right now. Put that on right now.
No,
Put that
no,
on
no.
right now. No.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point in
Do
the
it,
show.
do it, do it, do it, do it,
Not
do
only
it,
can
do
you
it,
put
do it,
that
do it,
on,
do it.
Well,
You
but you
fucking
let
show
the
me
emo
that
hair
thing.
hang out the front like this.
Come on, man.
Just put it on
How
and let
dare
the
you
emo hair
show
hang out.
us?
Liz, carry on with the conversation, and I'll do a wardrobe
Wow,
change.
wow. So for once, George wants me to do my job. For once, George wants me to do my job and isn't intentionally trying to run this podcast into the ground. Great, wonderful.
While
I
he's
just want
doing
the
that,
emo hair pointing out. Just
Yeah.
one of these.
Just
you know
one
what'd be
day.
Funny.
One day.
It'd be funny if for the intro we had that guy like redo the intro for like April Fools, and when he got to the part where he's like, the one tool you need in your HubSpot tool belt, a reticulated bandsaw from Home Depot. And just have it be that one episode.
All right. So I'll just do the rest of the episode like this. Now, if you're not watching, if you're listening to the podcast,
As if I didn't just grab a screenshot of this. Are you kidding me? This will be
you
on
have no
LinkedIn
clue.
later.
You look like you're going to rob somebody, kind of. I can't
Dude, you're
not
Dan
see that.
Aykroyd in Trading Places right now, about to shove a bunch of salmon in your mouth. This is unbelievable.
yeah. Hey, I wore this earlier today, which, by the way, I could take it to a whole nother level, but we put out a video, a Christmas video I wore this in, but I can, hang on. I'm not done. And if you're listening, I apologize, but just chatter amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
If he
To be
comes back
perfectly
with
honest, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening in the audience, you just need to know he's not in the least bit sorry. He's not sorry at all.
Oh, man.
Not even Max, Devin, how you doing?
I'm good. If he comes back with a glass of ice cold milk, I'm gonna die.
Oh
my god! Yes,
Spring break Santa.
dude.
Super beer.
Fortnite.
All right.
Speaking of Fortnite, we're going to play a little game today. Look at that. I'm a flawless segue swan.
That was a great
right.
segue.
Good job,
Thank you.
Liz.
That was a great segue. I went and shaved real quick, by the way.
Yes.
Ha ha. That was terrible. You should feel bad about it. You should feel bad. All right. So we actually are going to be playing a game today. It's a game I learned back when I was on the leadership team at a HubSpot agency. And one of the things that we would do once a quarter is we would go around and we would share with the rest of the leadership team what is one thing we should stop doing, what is one thing we should start doing, and what is one thing we should keep doing. So what I thought might be fun for today's episode, in which we are all totally focused and don't have holiday brain rot, is
Is there a holiday coming up? Oh.
Hey, George, remember that time you told me I could do my job and run this podcast? Remember that?
It feels like it was
3
just
minutes ago.
Minutes ago.
Minutes ago. Have we changed our mind? I can turn,
No.
I will turn this podcast around. I will turn this podcast around. Pew. All right. So here's what I'm thinking today, since clearly in this last episode in which the four of us are together, this is our last episode with all four of us before 2024. Just want to throw that out there.
Crazy.
Just want to throw that out there. So here's the game I want to play today. I want each of us to share for our inbounding HubSpotting audience what we think their inbound and HubSpot stop, start, keeps should be going into the new year. What do you guys think?
I love this.
Like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fabulous. All right. So we're going to start with the stops.
Wait, teacher. I have a question.
Yes, Georgie.
Are we going to have like the possibility to do a rebuttal or to double down or say things about other people's start, stop, keeps? Or is it like they just get to go and then we have to like silently like hit our head against a wall?
George, you're acting as if I would be able to stop the runaway freight train that is your brain once you
That's
get
true.
going.
Yeah, I don't even know why he bothered asking.
I don't know. I think it's to hurt me, Devin. I think it's to hurt me. I think that's what's happening right now.
I would never do that. Never do that.
Well, George, how about this? Why don't you kick us off? For our inbounding and HubSpotting audience, what is the one thing you believe they need to stop doing in 2024? And then we'll go to Matt.
Oh, we're stopping first?
We're stopping first. Stop, start, keep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, lady, gentlemen, if I steal yours, I apologize profusely ahead of time.
And if I steal yours, I do it with lack of any remorse in my soul.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I don't care.
It amazes me that at the end of 2023, heading into 2024, the amount of businesses that I bump into that continue to this day to underestimate the power of content, the power of creating valuable content for the people out there that have hurdles, that have aspirations, that want to be able to do something that they can't do now. And instead it becomes all about the numbers. And don't get me wrong, numbers are important. I get it. Don't send me hate mail. But there has to be this idea of nurturing. And that's the thing reason I think I love content so much. I was literally on a podcast, Evolve Leadership, earlier this week, and we were talking about kind of what is this native state that I live in the HubSpot ecosystem is the nurturer, the guy who is willing to help anybody, the guy who will create content till he can't breathe anymore. And so if you're listening to this and you aren't leveraging content and the power of content for your inbound sales, marketing, service, operation, business, revenue, fatter wallet by the end of 2024, or if you know somebody that is underestimating the power of content, then I say to you, stop it. Just stop it. Okay, that's my thing.
Well, I'm going to be honest. As the content strategist here, I appreciate you pandering to my delegation. It will be noted.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm trying to get brownie points for 2024. Yeah.
I know you're getting brownie points now because you're going to probably break my heart at some point later in this broadcast, but that's fine. Matt.
Oh, I'm sure.
Talk to me, Bubby. What we got?
Pretty simple, guys. It's 2024. Let's stop with the generic contact us pages, please. If you just have a form on your site that says contact us and it goes into a black hole of nothingness into some generic inbox that maybe one person answers, you're missing out. Please, at the very least, if you're not going to create these like easy experiences that people can go through to get to the right people, do whatever they got to do, whether they got to buy, sell, buy, or become more, successful, or if they have a problem with your product, like whatever it is, like give them these paths that go down these nice, easy ways for them to kind of interact with people. The generic contact us page has got to go. And while I'm on it, let's stop putting ops behind everything and let's stop putting bound behind everything. There's too many
He didn't understand the rules.
Sorry, I had to throw it in there. No,
he didn't understand the rules.
That was more for LinkedIn.
Literally the
George,
rules.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. But you're gonna break rules later. I know
maybe
you're gonna break rules.
Hey,
yeah, probably.
You're gonna break rules.
Hey,
Does
Max.
he get a demerit?
What's the Happily website?
Happily.com.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Go to it. Go tell me there's a generic contact us page on there that doesn't select exactly.
No,
and
it
has a sick workflow behind it.
Please check it. Please check it.
I was curious. So
exactly where you need to go, no matter who you are.
No, I was curious. So while Devin does his thing, I'm going to actually go onto the internet and search the page.
Please
anyway, Anyway.
Although one could say that using ops as a suffix is the new Lee, because for a while there, everything that came out ended in a Lee.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Happily, we move along. Devin, what should everyone stop doing?
All right. I need people to stop buying lists. This has been going on too damn long. We've talked about it too damn much. The fact that people are still out here, it's about to be 2024, and y'all are buying lists. You are purchasing. Look at me. You are purchasing lists. You are wasting your money, and you are wasting everyone else's time. You're wasting your domain name. It's bad enough that you are spending money on these lists, but then the fact you're gonna email these people, and they don't even know you. You're gonna email them, and you don't even know what's going on with them. If I have one more email, if I get one more email about HubSpot Ventures, I don't even know what HubSpot Ventures is. But y'all emailing me about HubSpot Ventures and congratulating me on my new position, I ain't getting no paycheck from Email Ventures. What that tells me is that you bought a bad list. If you got my email address and just sent me the wrong, stop it. Stop sending lists to people. We don't want to hear from you. If we wanted to hear from you, we would have opted in. We would have contacted you. We would have filled out a form. But you out here just randomly, just recklessly, just messaging people. I need you to stop. Leave them lists alone. Put the lists down. Step away from the list.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how we move forward from that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a clip on the internet. Like right after this, I'm going into Descript. I'm gonna pull that out. It's gonna be on LinkedIn. But man,
I might have taken a few screenshots of that as well.
Hashtag truth though. The amount of people that I should have hired for web design or SEO is ridiculous at this point.
Did you guys see my meme?
Am I supposed to follow that? How am I supposed to follow that?
Oh yeah, Liz, did you know you're up next?
Thanks, George. I appreciate you.
Zoom in, Liz.
Get all up in the screen and stuff.
Hello. Do you know what I need you bitches to stop doing? Blaming HubSpot when you don't have a good strategy. Your technology will only be as smart or as stupid as you are. Seriously, I can't handle it. HubSpot isn't working. We're not getting organic traffic. Are you publishing content? No. Are you making landing pages? No. Do you have any sort of attract, engage, delight framework in place? No. Well, Susan, maybe the reason HubSpot isn't working is because you aren't making HubSpot work. The technology is not your strategy. It will only scale smart or scale stupid depending on what your inputs are. Please stop it. HubSpot didn't do anything wrong to you. HubSpot didn't hurt you. HubSpot didn't make you pick the wrong things to write about. HubSpot didn't tell you to collect a bunch of marketing contacts and then never reach out to them with anything valuable or human. That's right, George. I said human first. Suck it.
You did.
But
you did.
Do you want to give us a good human, though, George? Give us one good one.
How about a Susan? Give us a Susan.
Well, yeah, no, but hang on. So first of all, if you're listening to this podcast and your name is Susan, I apologize for all of us. We love you. We think that
this
you're awesome.
is the first time I've whipped out Susan, right? Like, it's just my go-to. And to all the Susans out there, one of my very dear friends is named Susan. It's just a great name to say with it doesn't, Liz doesn't have the same ring to it, but Susan.
Listen, at the end of the day, Susans are
humans too.
I mean, just.
But not all Susans are humans. Wait.
Oh, wait. What?
Not all humans are Susans?
No.
Look, we're not talking about AI today. We're not talking about AI today. That's what everybody else is talking about. We're doing something different. We're professionals.
We're talking about
I bet we do talk about AI.
Just saying, I bet we do. I bet we do.
So yeah, just to wrap that one up, please stop blaming HubSpot for your lack of strategy. If you have a problem where you're not seeing the results you want to see, do not immediately point fingers at the technology. Take a look at the strategy you're going to market with. All right. George.
Yeah.
As much as I'm concerned, you're up next. What do you want folks to start doing in the HubSpot and inbound space in 2024? Oh, you're excited.
Yeah, baby. Listen, I need you to start learning, understanding, and leveraging AI in your business today, right now. Now, I am talking about all of the AIs that you can do. And I want you to think of all the things that you might use them for saving time, for doing research. Now, am I saying replace human or being human with AI? No, I'm saying use it as, listen, they sell hammers at Home Depot for a frickin' reason. AI is a hammer that a sales rep, a marketer, or what, okay? And I'm not necessarily just talking about generative AI, like write the blog article for me so I can like sip on a martini and sit at the beach. That's not what I'm talking about. But I had an epiphany moment earlier. Well, it was like last weekend, earlier this week, but last weekend. And I have been using AI and coming up with like an AI formula for like creating content and humanizing it and how to use it and not use it and all this good stuff. But on the weekend, I was really sad. I mean, sad, because I'm helping a client that they have this show and they needed to get all of the videos from a place to the show. And then they needed to generate show notes for the show. And then they needed to do a third step for the show. So there was literally 3 different steps that had to happen to create each page of the show. And there were 67 episodes of the show. And as the guy who had to put the task and subtasks in there, and you start to think to actually type out, do this for episode 1, copy, paste 2, copy, paste 3, copy, paste 4. Oh my God, I almost had a nervous breakdown. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a second. And I said, ChatGPT, create this task, and in this spot, change the episode number from 1 to 67. Go. Copy, paste. Then my system said, it looks like you want to create 67 subtasks. Is that true? I said, yes, it is. And I did that 2 more times. And what would have taken me probably 30 to 40 minutes manually, I had done in about a minute and a half. So this is the thing. I'm not just talking about generative AI. I'm not just talking about graphics, which don't get me started on that and some of the beyondyourdefault.com graphics that we're creating. Anyway, I'm just saying in your life, how can you use the tool to do the thing that might make you sad, but when you use the right tool, makes you happy? So start doing that thing.
Love it. Maximus.
Do you really, though? You look like you were about to wring my neck when I said AI at the beginning of that. I got a little nervous.
That's a default state. That's a default state.
Oh, okay.
That's just, here's the
That's
thing.
a
I
resting
literally said, we're
default
not
state.
going to talk about AI today. And then you're like, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about AI. So, we're doing great. We are just one big live, laugh, love poster right now. And I'm living for it.
I warned you.
You did warn me. I should have listened. I'm so sorry, George. Max, hi.
I'm gonna shill, but I'm not gonna shill.
Oh, come on.
Is it big
I'm gonna
popsicle time? Are you
shill
shilling for big popsicle?
Nope.
I have a feeling. Hang on. I'm gonna help you because I think I know where you're going.
Prank him, John.
Oh no! What is he getting? Another hat?
Oh, hey, there you go.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, start buying my hats, everybody.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, I am.
Oh, that's not what you're going?
No.
Oh, son of a...
But hey, thanks for letting me sneak it in there, buddy. I am going to shill for just big app in general, being the app marketplace. While George shows off another wonderful item we have in our collection at closeonecity.com. You can get all your...
But stop putting ops at the end of
awesome
everything,
hats.
guys.
Yeah. Yep. RevOps is the last one we all get, everybody. We've ran out of things we can put ops behind. I will make an ops hat at some point. But anyway,
I
back
would
to
buy that hat.
Yeah, I'm going to make it. Oh, and there's our RevOps God model, all in red. Yep. You can wear that to a political rally and stand right in. Anyway. Come on.
You know what? I'm loving how we're catering to our audio listeners, guys.
Exactly.
We're doing great.
Yeah. Hey, go sign up at georgebthomas.com. Go get access to the video. Anyway, I'm going to show for Big App and the HubSpot app marketplace here. Specifically because I've been hearing, so I talked to a lot of partners, right? And something that I hear from partners is, hey, it's really tough positioning, having to buy another thing to get their CRM to do something specific, right? Which I think is understandable. What I'm trying to do is change the overall sort of view on CRMs and apps, right? And I like to do it with an analogy that I think makes a lot of sense. I'm kind of stealing this a little bit from the vision that I've seen, HubSpot kind of lay out when, the HubSpot app marketplace was really kind of just getting started and people were starting to build stuff on it. But it makes a lot of sense. What I want you to think about is your iPhone, right? Your iPhone is the way that you as a human being kind of communicate to the world in a very scalable way. It's where you hold a lot of your information. It's how you kind of get a lot of stuff done, right? Your CRM is your business's iPhone when you really think about it, right? It's how you sell. It's how you manage relationships. It's how you connect to the outside world in a number of different ways, right? Especially when you have all these other systems, connected to it and putting information into it and taking information out of it. It's really kind of no different than your iPhone in your pocket for you as a human, right? It's kind of the equivalent there. The thing is like a lot of people say like, oh, if I'm buying HubSpot, I expect it to do every single thing in the world for me. Right. I expect it to have every single feature, no matter what sort of industry that I'm in. And if it doesn't do this one specific thing, why would I buy it? Right. Well, that's because HubSpot or your CRM is not meant to solve every single issue. It's much like your phone, where it's meant to give you a, set of apps that, accomplish things that are universally applicable to the mass majority of folks out there. HubSpot CRM is doing the same thing, where it's giving you a whole bunch of different tools around marketing, sales, and service, because most businesses have some kind of marketing, sales, and service element to them, right? But, the whole idea is like on your iPhone, even though it comes with a calendar, you can download a better calendar app. Right. You could download an app on your iPhone that makes it do something that it was never designed to do in the first place. Right. I want folks to start thinking about their CRM that way. Right. And the reason being is like, or the big kind of pushback you get there from a lot of folks is like, well, why doesn't it just have the features built in? Right. Because if HubSpot had every single feature built in for every single person, for every single industry, for every single use case, and there wasn't any apps, it was just one tool that had literally everything for everybody, it would be unaffordable, right? It would be way too expensive. It would do way too many things. It would just be impossible or unscalable to support. It would totally mess up like the direction and focus on making those core tools great, right? The whole idea of apps, right, is that you're able to get this platform, right? HubSpot's not just a CRM software. It's a platform, right, that you could build stuff on. And what's great is you can go and download apps to make it do things that you need it to do. And you're not carrying around the burden of paying more for it because it's automatically built to do other things for other people that you're never going to do with it, right? So I would encourage end users of HubSpot to kind of start thinking of the metaphor of your CRM is the same thing as the iPhone for your person, right? It's the same thing for your business, right? And you don't think twice about downloading apps on that thing, paying $10.99 a month for a Candy Crush account or like whatever it may be, right? It's the same idea, just at a larger scale, right? So,
wow.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought about Candy Crush forever.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just want candy.
So there's another alternative outcome to that, right, Max? Mm-hmm. if they did everything, it could also end up being like a software that was crap. Yep. Right. The whole kind of philosophy of, jack of all trades, master of none, that like too spread out, too separated. Yep. Like you have to have these niche places where you're really great at certain things. Like just the other day, Jorge and I were having a meeting. Jorge is from our team, HubSpot implementation specialist. Give him a shout out. Jorge, let's go. We were talking about how we were actually able to solve a client's problem just by adding this little app. You might have heard of it, called TikTok Today. That they were having an issue with. It might be a Happily app that you can get from the marketplace. I'm just saying. It's free.
Big popsicle.
I'm just saying. I don't even work there. Just saying. But my point is, like, these apps can help. They can unlock things that you don't even realize the potential until you actually get it in there and get going with it. So love that.
It's such a foreign thought, right? It's like, it's like, dude, you can download an app on your phone and make it do something different. Guys, we're in the age you can do that for your CRM too as well, right? And it's not, what do you mean? I got to buy something else to get this piece of software to do something else? Dude, you do the same thing for your phone. Yeah, dude. Like that's what it is. So sorry.
So question though, you said iPhone through that whole thing. Like, does that mean all Android users are like Salesforce and iPhone?
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't you dare throw my beloved Android under the bus.
I mean, I'm asking Max. I was just wondering, would you say both? Like,
no, I'd say Androids are cobbled, not crafted.
Oh,
for sure. Yeah. Get cobbled.
Oh my God, Devin's gone. Goodbye.
Actually, no, I can't even argue with him. But that's the best part about it, though.
That's right.
I could just bolt on whatever I want to it. I don't have to summon Steve Jobs' ghost if I want to do something different, like use my own charger or buy something else. I don't have to give a pint of blood at some sacrificial altar if I want to develop my own app for my own phone.
See, here's the problem, Devin. I can't hear you over the accumulation of all the bad, fast, and furious hot takes you've had over the course of this year. I just can't. They're drowning you out.
Drowning you out. Supposed to be the most happiest time of year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year until it isn't. It isn't.
Yeah.
Devin, speaking of Devin, give us a good take. What should we start doing in 2024?
I think we should start getting better at prospecting. We should start getting better with our research. Start getting better, just with the whole process, just with prospecting your leads, generating good introductory emails, just those just in better, just first contact and doing better research. I think that's because look, if I get another email and LinkedIn message just offering me a service that ain't got nothing to do with my job, why are you trying to get me to buy swag? I have nothing to do with swag. I have swag. I've received swag. I do not purchase swag because if I'm purchasing it, it is no longer swag. It is just socks. That's all it is. Stop trying to get me to buy branded things. That is not my job. I work in partner enablement at HubSpot. I make partners grow better. I make videos. And by the way, yes, I make videos. So that means I don't need you to make videos for me. That means you have not done the research. You have not looked at my LinkedIn profile. Because if you did, you would see that you are reaching out to the wrong person about the wrong thing. Do better. Start prospecting correctly. Segment between people who are good fit and people who are bad fit.
Devin, it's so funny because I've often wondered what life it would be if I actually had the copious amounts of time that those people had to waste doing things that aren't gonna work. I'm like, man, it must be nice. These are probably the same people I hear about sitting on the couch eating bonbons, watching soap operas in the middle of the day, and then they're doing cold outreach in the way they're doing. But also, I love that you brought this up because I have to start to talk about this in 2024. I'm not sure people know how much of an important thing has happened in HubSpot to the prospecting and pre-sales process in HubSpot. Like, it just felt like it was kind of like thrown out there. I haven't heard a lot of talk about it, but the idea of the prospects tab and the lead object, and when you actually start to dig in and realize like it's a fundamental replacement for what was a crutch lead status for so many years in the software, like, listen, it's forcing me to do things differently. It's forcing me to ask questions about what I'm doing during certain processes. And so this idea of better prospecting and therefore having better tools to do that is like huge for people to pay attention to. Sorry, I know I keep doing this. I'll just be quiet now. Liz?
I thought that was, I'm not complaining.
Okay. Well, you put the hoodie up and I'm like, she's like Bethany Zuckerberg or something right now. I was trying to figure it all out. I'm trying not to get in trouble.
Don't read into it. Basically, what's happening is my co-working space is slowly starting to shut down because I'm one of the last people here. And it's just getting colder because it's New England. And it was like 18 degrees when I left for the office this morning. It was unpleasant.
No.
Liz is not well. If
I
your
couldn't do
email finds me, it will find me screeching like an opossum trapped in a mailbox. Like,
We'll
I'm
find
not
her
well.
Cold.
Not great. I hate it. Okay, anyway. So my start, I need marketers to start caring about sales more. I need you to start caring about the people on your sales team more. I need you to, this is kind of also a stop. Stop relying on the fact that you can spell sales enablement and conflating that with actually enabling your sales team. We are about to enter another tumultuous year. Whether or not we actually go into a recession, who knows? Because even if we enter into one, they won't confirm or deny that it happened until months later, especially since it's going to be an election year. And I'm not about to go political. I'm just about to say, like, 2024 is going to be another intense year like 2023 was, and might even be a little bit spicier. So marketers, I need you to start caring about your sales team more. Stop sequestering yourselves in conference rooms or virtual Zoom conferences, trying to guess what it is that sales needs from you, and start asking them. Start building that trust with them again. Start understanding what it is that they actually need. And if you need a refresher on it, I would highly recommend the sales therapy episode we did with Chris Stillwell of HubHeroes a few weeks back. If you really want to understand a lot of the pain that sales teams are going through and why they may be a little bit fussy and lacking in trust when you try to get close to them, start there. Your sales team is going to need you more than ever next year. Start being the partner that they actually need. Start showing up for something more than brand awareness. So that's my start.
Love it.
Comments? Thoughts? Grievances? No?
I
Fantastic.
double click, voted up. Yeah.
We got to repair the relationship between sales and marketing. Just all the content you see about it, they just seem to hate each other.
Dude, I talked about this. I talked about this at Inbound and at B2B Forum earlier this year. Did the same presentation both places.
Yeah.
And I talked about it in the light of marriage counseling. Like marriage counseling for marketing and sales teams.
So here's what I will tell you though. So back when I was the editor-in-chief at Impact, which is a HubSpot elite agency, I helped run our very first revenue team, which was meant to heal some of our own sales and marketing alignment challenges. And I think what happens is that we have this expectation that if you have a really toxic or lack of trust, like something's broken in the sales and marketing relationship, you're going to feel the adversarial nature of it. And that's simply not true. I had friends on the sales team. We were all close. We would get beer together. We would hang out. We actively liked each other as people. But the lack of trust would only show up when we had those initial conversations. And Max, I love your point about focusing on that repair aspect, because I'll be honest, for the first few meetings, I felt a little bit more like Fraser Crane, like, go ahead, sales, I'm listening. And like just kind of letting them unload about the fact that they are shouldered with the revenue burdens and responsibilities of an entire company. And they're often the last to find out about product updates, service changes, very basic things. They'll be selling things where it's like, oh, well, we're not supposed to be selling that anymore. We're supposed to be selling this. We're supposed to be selling that. And this is not something specific to a single company. Often sales has a marketing trust issue because they have a trust issue, not just with marketing, but kind of with everybody. So I agree. You have to go in and acknowledge. Don't go in acting as if you've already earned the trust of sales. Don't go in acting as if they should just be so happy that you're there because you've decided you want to go talk to them. Listen to them. Talk to them about being their advocate. It's a challenging thing to do, but the reason why I bring that up, George, though, is that because I think sometimes we can think that we have better relationships than we actually do because we like each other as people. Like when I was talking with the sales folks at Impact, they would be like, no, Liz, we know you're really good at what you do. We know you're super responsible and super responsive, but you have to understand we've had months, if not years sometimes, of things starting off great and things completely falling apart after that, you know? So make it a point to start being there for your sales team. They are really, really going to need you.
Go ask
right,
them
George.
what they need. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Besides leads, what do you need? How
Yeah,
can I
stop
help?
saying, here, I made sales enablement content for you.
Yeah.
Start asking, what sales enablement content do you need? And then don't argue with them. Oh, God. Provide input, provide strategic feedback, but like, yeah, anyway. George, what do people need to start or keep doing, rather, in 2024?
Yeah. All of the things that no, I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm just going to be the guy that everybody knows I'm the guy. So you need to focus on the
humans
and being a
human
centric business. Yeah. Okay. Like the amount of people who have lost sight of the true reason of why we do what we do is mind boggling to me. And if you do nothing else, get the book, Marketing Rebellion. The Most Human Companies Wins, or The Most Human Company Wins. It's by my buddy, Mark Schaefer. And read that. Think about how you like to be treated. Think about how you like to live your life. Think about how you are a
human
and how you have a radar that goes ding, 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 day, night, whenever, when you smell, well, I don't want to have to beep anything out. So we'll just use the word crap from a sales and marketing standpoint. We all have a highly effective BS radar. So why, when you enter the walls of your workspace, mentally or physically, if you're remote, why do we shut the human off? I don't know.
Speaking of human, though, shout out to Max and your LinkedIn post from 3 hours ago, which is probably the most human thing I've ever read, which is, you ever live so far away from a Taco Bell, you unironically start researching franchising opportunities. So if you want to learn how to be more like a human on social.
Wow.
I need $2 million in liquid assets.
Nice. That's just, don't you have that laying
Can the
around?
liquid assets be in the form of queso? Question.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's other
Really?
that comes to mind
Really?
when I think of Taco Bell, though.
Seriously? Like, here's what's funny, Max. I live right by one. I can like get it, freeze it, ship it if you want.
Please do.
I've heard Taco Bell freezes and thaws really well. The quality.
I mean,
Totally
dude, I'm in a Taco Bell desert right now. I live in Billerica.
God.
Closest one's in Lowell. And so you go on DoorDash, it's like 20-minute drive to get it out of here. And by the time you get it, it's basically just, it's dog food, you know? So
Are you sure it didn't start as anyway, Max?
Yeah.
What should people keep doing in 2024?
Hey,
come on
it's
now.
good.
No, I
It's
love
good.
Taco Bell. Don't get me wrong. I have a deep, long-standing relationship with Taco Bell up and down
Don't
the
get us
East
sued.
Coast.
Don't get us sued. Like,
It's really good dog food. Anyway,
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yep.
Is it better or worse than Android? Question. Just kidding. Max, continue.
Dude. A Doritos Locos Taco is a better phone than an Android.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
Moving on.
Oh my God. Okay.
I have a Galaxy S23. It eats your phone and your phone's camera, so deal with it.
Oh man. Well, I
Cheesy
got an iPhone
gordita
13,
crunch is
bro.
supreme.
I'm 2 years behind.
We totally went sideways.
Apple
but you know.
phone
Fine.
die.
We're fine.
Shout
No, we're
out
being human, George. We're not
R011.
sideways. We're human.
Oh.
Max?
Oh. Yeah, let's be that.
What was I saying? Anyway.
What
Yo
should
quiero
you
Taco
keep
Bell.
doing in
Continue.
2024. Oh my God.
Yo Caro Taco continue. Anyway, so what I think you should continue doing is investing in content. If it's been hard and it hasn't taken off yet, chill the out. It takes time. Not only does it take time to build an audience, it takes time to get good at doing it. It takes time to build it into your, day to day, going from a business that creates no content to a business that creates content. I've said for 8 years now is the hardest thing to do. Deploying software is not difficult. Turning into a company that creates content is way harder than any migration or implementation or whatever that you'll ever do, right? Getting it right, making it land with your audience, taking a lot of risks, all that stuff is really hard. If it's not paying off yet, experiment. Do different things, try different mediums, get a little goofy, right? Just don't stop whatever you do, right? Keep pushing, keep making content, please.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Go write a
Do
blog.
it.
Do it.
Do
We're
it.
gonna
Do it.
Do it.
do it.
All right,
I can't do it. I sound ridiculous.
Devin's about to come out here and say, continue to buy lists. No matter what I said before.
Wow.
Also, I like
listen
how
to
it
me.
became stop, start, continue. Devin, what?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Devin, what should we keep doing?
Oh my God, Devin, do it.
Yeah, mine's short and sweet. Keep working on your data hygiene. Just short, sweet, simple point. Just keep working on your data hygiene. Keep segmenting. Keep those lists clean. Your smart lists, your static lists. Keep your data hygiene up. Especially importing your spreadsheets from your legacy CRMs. Just don't muddy the waters with bad data. Like lists. There's nothing dirtier
I was
than
waiting
the
for it.
fastest way to
I knew it was
muddy
coming.
the CRM waters is by uploading lists, unsegmented, just bad data, just ruining your CRM, ruining your domain reputation, just ruining people's lives, ruining their inboxes, all because you have poor data hygiene and poor practices because you want to import bad data. Lists are bad data. Don't do it. Okay, that's a screenshot right there. Yeah.
Wash your
data. Oh goodness gracious!
That's the CRM equivalent.
My
Wash it.
goodness.
I need a cigarette.
Oh, my head, actually, I'm lightheaded after that laugh. That was...
Everybody start. Hey, listen, if you haven't, start smoking in 2024.
No. We do not condone that. No, don't. No.
No, I swear if you edit that
I mean,
out-
well,
This
unless you're
episode
like,
is for the kids.
No,
Keep it
actually-
clean.
yeah, actually, you could do that. You could smoke a turkey. You could smoke
Yeah.
some cheese. You
Yep.
could smoke
Smoke
you could
some
like
sweet
food items. Then get a smoker and smoke more in 2024. But
George,
You know.
that was a flawless recovery. Flawless.
I'm
No,
trying
no.
over here. Jeez,
With
Max
the
makes
judo.
it difficult.
Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear my challenge.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
wait.
it's my turn.
Oh.
All right, kids. Mine's going to be short and sweet. Keep learning. Keep learning. That may sound hokey.
Yes.
That may sound silly, but the only way you really fail at this whole HubSpot or inbound thing is you adopt a fixed mindset instead of continuing to learn, continuing to grow, continuing to challenge the way you've always done things. Keep learning about your customers. Keep learning about what they need. Keep learning about the technology. Never, ever stop learning. Just keep doing it. I thought, just keep learning. And HubSpot Academy can help you. It's a beautiful place of freaking endless hours of free education. Could you imagine how many fewer complaints we would get about HubSpot sucking if people just like took maybe 1 or 2 hours of certifications in there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway,
You hear
George?
that, Susan?
Yeah, Susan. I'm watching
Susan,
you.
dude.
Susan. George, hi. What's
Hi.
your challenge that you want to leave our listeners with for 2024?
I'm being torn right now.
Well, put
Like,
yourself back together.
'cause-
You can do it.
Yeah, I'm being torn because there's like there's the tactical challenge, right? Like, and then there's the human side of me.
The what side?
And the
I'm sorry?
oh, I'm sorry. See, dang it, the
Human.
side of
you.
me.
Yes.
Like tactically, by the way, this is my precursor to being able to cheat, but tactically, I want to talk about using the tool more and using more of the tool and getting into these pieces of HubSpot that you have purposely ignored because you bought it to just be MailChimp or to be like whatever, Monster Insights or whatever, like whatever miniature thing you thought you're fixing. Like, so use more of the tool, get to understand more of the tool. Like, that's part of me. I want to go in that direction.
I love that.
But then there's the other side of me, right?
Oh.
There's the
Is this where you break a rule? Because
side
you were
of me.
supposed to have one challenge.
This
You were
is the
supposed to have one challenge.
side of me. Well, Max did it. I'm going to do it too. So sit down in the front row, middle row, and back row because here I go. Eat more Taco Bell. That's your challenge. No, just kidding. Okay.
Yo,
So here's the
sponsor?
real challenge. What I want people to do more in 2024 is I want them to actually embrace who they are and who they are meant to be. And I'm going to give them the challenge that I was given about the beginning of this year or the very end of last year. And my challenge to you on the human side is just to show up as a whole ass human. Like, you've been pussyfooting around your life. You've been kind of shipping in the things that you think you need to ship in. You've been kind of doing the work that you want to do. You've been dreaming about some things that you might get around to. Knock it off. Live your life for who you're actually supposed to be. Chase
That's
your
a great piece
dreams.
of advice.
Build your goals and show up for the humans around you as a whole ass human. All of you, love all of you, be all of you. I don't know. I want to be like shine bright like a diamond or some crazy crap like that, but just
bright like
be
a diamond.
you. Like, listen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody else take it. Just be you and show up as a whole ass human. That's my human side of this. And then, of course, use more of HubSpot. There you go.
So, George, honestly, I take back all of my complaints about you doing a second challenge because you quoted me. And
I did.
Honestly,
I did.
That's fine.
Yes.
Honestly, that's fine. I
It's
respect
okay
it.
now then. Okay, good.
Max, you've kept zoomed in on your face, which is making this even scarier.
Making me nervous.
What is your
No,
I got the
challenge
beat
for
button ready.
2024?
I my thing is like, this is the year you try video if you haven't yet, guys. Come on. Like,
Someone break out the
If you
Cisco
have-
statistic. Somebody
even if
break
you
it out.
have- I don't remember what the Cisco statistic is.
2024 is the year of video. Cisco
It's
said
the
that
year.
since 2016,
Listen,
brother.
It's always the year. It's always the year if you haven't done it yet. The year is now. The time is now. In fact, don't wait till next year. You still got, my math's not good. I don't know, anywhere between 8 and 9 days left. Or
We
whenever
have-
you're hearing this. If
Chat
you're hearing this
GPT,
after
how
the
many
new
more
year-
days till the year's over?
If you're
It's
hearing
9
this after the new year,
days.
you anyway. But yeah, just and here's the thing. This challenge goes double for if you think you got a boring industry. Liz, we talked about the whole boring industry last time. Need I remind everybody again? And can I zoom in anymore? Yeah. They made
Oh.
crab fishing interesting. Don't forget that. There's like 20 seasons of a show about crab fishing. You can figure it out.
I'm so sad that Chad.
We'll make a TikTok about your accounting company. Just do it.
Chad and Chris and Salim and all of our friends from Canada are going to be so bummed that this was the episode they missed the live recording of. And if you ever want to join a live recording, all you have to do is go to community.hubheroes.com because we do this live.
Yes.
We do it live.
Yes. We do it live. Dang it.
Devin, challenge us to buy email lists.
I will
don't think that's
pretend
gonna be a
that those
challenge.
words didn't leave your mouth. No, I'm kind of struggling here with this because I had one that I wanted to say, and then I had a backup, and then I had one that I came up with the fly. But the one I wanted to say was push yourself and get HubSpot certifications, but can't say that one. And then I was just going to say, work-life balance, be a good human, live life, work isn't everything, but can't say that. And then I was going to go out on a limb and say, incorporate video into what you do. Can't even do that. I'm just going to say, work with smart people who just read your mind and just get ideas that you have. Because like, I got nothing. Y'all just took it all from me. Like all of it.
Like your mattress.
I thought you were about to challenge people to cancel their Zoom info subscription.
Dude, I'm like, I will straight out challenge people to, here's a challenge. Anytime that you get someone trying to sell you a list, anytime you get someone who is emailing you or LinkedIn in messaging you about something that is completely irrelevant, mark them as spam. Punish them.
Ooh.
Or I challenge you to try to sell your product to them.
Oh,
let's go. Maybe take their email and fill out some forms. Maybe subscribe them to National Geographic or something.
Sign them up for Scientology.
Yeah. Flip the script on them and be like, have you heard of Bellamy Ventures?
How do you feel about shower vestibules?
Oh, there you go. That's a throwback.
Hey, real quick, the
shower
at the hotel I was at in Philly was lit. It had rainfall, tile floor. The only problem is that it had a half partition, and so water kept getting on the floor. But I didn't care because it wasn't my floor. But that shower was dope.
Liz, that's what them young whippersnappers say, that it's when it's cool. Lit.
Can we get a score?
Oh, yeah. Solid 7 out of 10.
Oh, that's 7 point what? You gotta, give a
7.2. 7.2.
7.2. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a light 7.
Yeah. So like, and my 9 is the Lodge Kohler in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So
can we just have this be a new segment every show? Devin, you just come back with so I visited this place. I went to my friend Steven's. He didn't know I took a shower there, but Steven.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is Steven married to Susan? I was curious.
Dude,
Probably.
I was curious.
I might be the first Taco
Also,
Bell
can we
franchise
just
to
also
buy a
take a
HubSpot
moment
subscription.
to reflect on the fact that George, Mr. Davenport, Mr. Veranda,
I knew this was
tried
coming.
to educate me on the etymology of lit. We're just
I knew
gonna
that was coming.
let that hang there for a minute.
That's just his riz.
Ooh.
I had to Google that, dude. I've reached the age
Devin, don't say the quiet parts out loud.
I Googled it and I was like, really? So that's what, okay. And then I saw them doing it and I'm like, but that works? Like that? Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, here's my challenge to our listeners. Take a freaking break. Take a break. I know we've spent
Have a
a lot
7-Up.
of time talking today about what to expect in 2024, and there's a lot of things you should be changing and a lot of things that you should be doing and all of that stuff, but I don't care if you're listening to this smack dab in the middle of the holidays or if you're listening to it at the start of the year. I don't care. At some point, you have to realize your brain and your services will not be of use to anybody if you don't take a freaking break, if you don't take a nap, if you don't go outside and touch grass or do something else. At some point, you have to understand that you are, as George put it, or I guess quoted me, I don't know, a whole ass human, which means you have stuff outside of work. You have loves and a life outside of work. Please, please, please make sure that you take some well-deserved time off. Give yourself permission to not think about a KPI for a whole day. Maybe even challenge yourself to just be functionally illiterate for like a week. That's what I do. I've been writing for an entire year. George, you know what I realized? I didn't take a vacation this year. Which
Oh,
is
no.
highly,
No.
I know.
No.
I know.
No.
Me
Not
neither.
good.
No.
I don't know how it happened. I took random
Shame.
days off here and there.
Didn't even go to inbound.
Shame.
I know, because I had to go. I had personal matters to attend to, but don't be like me. Don't be like Max, except in every other way, because we are perfect little specimens of humanity.
I knew that was coming. Yeah.
But take a break. You deserve it, and you don't have to earn it as hard as you think. You're allowed to just take a break because you need a break.
What is the music? What?
I thought I was trying to perfectly time it at the end of the point she was making, and
you did not do that,
All it
sir.
does is
Doing
make me
something
think
cool.
of David Caruso in CSI
Sir.
Miami. He's like, well, maybe
That's the
the
whole
dead body
point.
is
Sorry. Yeah.
that's the whole point, and I
You,
it up,
yeah,
guys.
dude, you did not
Hey,
not
Max,
achieve
Max.
that.
Max, are you ready? Look at me. You want to try it one more time?
yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my hot take. I'm David Caruso. I've been your host today. That's right, Devin. That's right, with the sunglasses. Well, gentlemen.
No, not allowed to do that yet.
No. George,
No,
what's up?
not yet.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I
Oh,
want to
no.
take this opportunity to say thank you, Devin, Max, Liz, for showing up on a weekly basis to add value to the community. I just want to thank all of the listeners, and I am praying, wishing, hoping all of the great joys that you have during the holiday season, whether it be Merry Christmas or Kwanzaa or whatever it is for you. Just know that we love you. We're out here trying to support you. And so there's much, much thanks that I want to give to people. Also, Liz, I said that they should start leveraging AI for everything, right? All the AIs that they can.
Oh, no.
And it's been far too long since we've had an AI generated poem. And so you'll get a chance to end us and, skirt us out of here. But first I have to go ahead and give us some joyous thoughts in an inbound sales and marketing way. So in the season of joy, where the bells do ring, a tale of inbound sales and marketing we bring, where content glows bright like lights on a tree, drawing folks in as merry as can be. In the digital snow, SEO tracks are clear, guiding the lost to the answer they hold dear. While emails like carols, warm and sincere, spreading the message of holiday cheer, social media sparkles like stars in the night, engaging and festive, a delightful sight. Personalized journeys wrapped up with a bow, making each customer the star of the show. In this season of giving, the strategy's clear. It's about connection far and near. Inbound sales and marketing in the holiday light, bringing success and joy all through the night. Signing off with cheer from the HubHeroes team, Max, Devin, Liz, and George in the holiday gleam. Stay bright, stay insightful. We say with a grin, happy holidays to all, and to all a great win.
I'm not topping that. That's it, guys. Take us out.
Bye-bye.